Right, so this is a redemption letter. It will have details in terms of the figures that are supposed to be withdrawn and the account details where they are supposed to be sent. So these are automatically generated based on being booked, approved, and subsequently attaching or being able to attach the authorizers. There are also other reports that we have, such as the maturity profile reports. Um, like in this case, let's just have a look at. So they are broad-based reports that provide analytics in terms of the position of investments. For planning purposes, you are able to review the maturity profile reports that outline for an extended period of time the maturities that are to be expected. So this enables proper planning based on the investments that you have under your money market. You're able to get a breakdown of different periods and in terms of maturities that will be happening within uh, those date ranges. So these enable proper planning and also negotiation when need be with the clients that are investing with those particular under those particular investments. Besides the maturity profiles that are broad-based and open-based, you also have your withholding tax reports, where based on investments that have been done and approved in the system, you are able to generate summary reports for purposes of submission to the revenue authorities. And what you simply need to specify in this case is a date range. And based on that date range, you are able to view information in the agreed or standard layout with the revenue authorities. So these enable simpler um, automation in terms of critical processes that happen within the investment management. So then you've got the equity investments where you are able to categorize the information. For example, you're able to define or set up industries, you're able to define or set up custodians, and everything. Obviously, you'd have to approve it before it is visible in terms of the other sections or when we are processing transactions. So once you have set that up, you're also able to incorporate things like pricing, which you are able to either import them or you're able to book them daily, depending on the needs. Um, through the equity module, orders are able to be submitted through various brokers, depending on instructions that have been received from clients. And so the system automatically generates a reference, and you're able to track and trace which orders have been processed and which ones are pending. Once orders have been done and delivered, you're able to process purchases, for example. In the example of purchases, that means you specify the client that you bought shares on behalf of, whether the deal type was normal or it's a stock split, the order associated with it, the costing. This is just simply based on the deal note that you receive from the broker. Again, the information has to then be confirmed and approved. You're also able to attach a script. This may be script in terms of the traditional manuals as well as digital track. So you are also able to book that so that you are able to associate it with any purchase deals that have been done to ensure that script has indeed been done um, and it is associated with the specific purchase deals for clients. You're also able to process bonuses, equity bonuses, where you are able to specify the date, the ratios, and the system will automatically generate bonuses based on previous equity transactions or holdings that are currently existing in the system. So this is comprehensive in terms of your transaction processing for equities. You're also able to generate different reports, such as your dividend reports under the equities based on whatever input details you have here. So that means you would have booked the, the dividend, and the allocation would have been done. And based on that allocation and the system and the information that we have currently for the brokers, for the deals done in the system automatically generates based on the current clients that have got holdings within the system. You're also able to run reports in terms of transactions that have been done over a specific period. So if there were any purchases, if there were any sale deals that were done, you are able to view them using the transaction reporting. So this can be specified through a date range. You can also specify for a specific client, for a specific counter. That's so you're able to verify any transactions that have been posted and approved within the system. You also have other reports such as the equity order report, which is just a reporting summary on orders that have been placed for clients. You're also able to generate an equity order document, which is due confirmation based on an equity purchase or sale that has been done within the system. So all these reports can be then tailored or customized based on specific needs. So mainly on the equities, the facilitation is that you're able to set up your core information. You're then able to book transactions, and then from those transactions, you're able to generate your reporting. This, for example, is an equity order document which shows an order that was submitted, which client, what date it was submitted, and the number of shares. So these are reports that can be sent out to clients in terms of for confirmation that they have indeed their orders or any processing that they have requested has indeed been done and processed. You're also able to generate your evaluation reports where you're able to view based on current holdings of clients, if there were any sales that were done or any disposals that were done, looking at the current market pricing and being able to generate a valuation on the current value of that particular portfolio. So as you can see here, there'll be opening shares, opening price, opening value, if there were any additional shares purchased during the period